Oh, hi. I didn't see you guys there. Welcome to my lovely bedroom. Okay, so it is kind of late here where I am, but I was just thinking about my freshman year experiences and I was just like, what a time because college application seasons are up. Or like if anyone cares, I was just gonna talk about my freshman year experiences. This is like totally unfiltered. And PSA, this is my personal opinions on everyone. So first of all, let's talk about expectations because everyone's like, when I come back from break, they're like, oh, was college what you expected it to be like? First of all, I had no expectations going to college. Second semester senior year, I was like done with everything. And to me, college was kind of basically like high school part two. And I had one other that went to Duke from my high school with me. So I was like, okay, like I'll be friends with her. Like, so for friends and for people that you meet, people are very open to making friends like first like solid month. And I just hung out with like so many random people like in a good way that I was like really out there hanging out with these like people like that I don't really talk to that much now, but they were just like so cool. If you like sit down at a table like to eat with someone and you're like, hi, how are you? Like you can like probably become friends. I think the one like caveat I would say is that you should be wary about going into like a friendship with someone too fast. Some people like just click and they're on the same wavelength. It's just so overwhelming freshman year. You don't really know like how someone is like. I think a lot of people really want the friendship they had in high school, so they kind of accelerate it, but once you see that you guys are kind of skipping steps, it'll be kind of hard for people to realize. So just be careful of like going too fast into things. So that brings me to the second topic, I guess, which is relationships, and definitely went too fast into a relationship. That is my bad. I think it was a really good learning experience. Prior to that, I didn't really like formally date anyone in high school. To be honest, I had a pessimistic outlook about like high school relationships because I knew they're just gonna end. Because it was like so short-lived and you like are changing so much in high school, you know. That's that. And then I had a relationship and it happened and it was over, and yeah, that's all I can really say about that. Another thing I didn't think about was like classes, like actual school, because for me, I kind of grew up in the Bay Area and everything is super competitive here, and you're always like, my mom's friend's daughter's best friend, everyone who she knew got into Stanford, this person got into Harvard. My got tired. For choosing a school, prestige definitely had a lot to do with it. I never really considered what the academics of that school I was going to was gonna be like. School is just so hard. Like what I did is I'm pre-med, so obviously my grades are really important to me, and I knew that going into college. So I think my strategy was that I chose easier classes going into college so I can ease into it, and I was so not confident in my academic abilities, I guess. I really thought I was just so dumb because I saw everyone else as this god who was like really good at like every single subject and had like 5,000 extracurricular activities. I took a math class my first semester and it was pre-calculus. Was gonna take pre-calc until I went to the first day of class and they're doing factoring. I was like, wait a minute, I can't do this. I need to like move up. I'm obviously like not calling anyone dumb or anything. I think I underestimated myself too much because I'm just like, I'm like honestly like not even that good at school, because a lot of people really struggled with their classes in college first semester, and I think that really contributed to why they had really bad experiences. Basically, school's hard. Another thing I was so surprised in college when I got there was like the clubs, because everything is so competitive, and there's like this activities fair the first like week of school. It's like just like like lots of tables, kind of like from Pitch Perfect, where these people are telling them like sign up, and they're just like so enthusiastic about them having you. But like little did I know these clubs are just so competitive to get into, and like I don't even know why, and they're just like for instance, I was really into dance, but I've been doing like more ballet and like lyrical phase dance, and I really wanted to do hip-hop, and this girl was like, oh my gosh, join our club. Also, like, if you guys know like what club this is, it's like literally not their fault. It's like, and then they're like, oh my god, join our club. I'm like, oh, but I have no hip-hop experience. They're like, no worries, anyone can join. Shows up to the audition, they're like, do across the floor any style you like. These people are doing aerials, which are just like flips on the ground, and they're doing like these leaps and jumps, and I was like, huh? But also people are just like so good at things, so like really, what did I expect? I think this is like one thing I've learned through college, but there's a lot of, at least in my school, there's a lot of like pre-professional clubs and like fraternities, and I know a lot of people I have friends with like really want to get into like certain tech ones or certain business ones that are like really selective. But I think one thing that I've learned is that you really don't need to be in any one of these clubs to be successful. For example, one of my friends who graduated like a couple of years ago, he said that he didn't do any clubs because he was literally developing an app at the time he was at Duke as an undergraduate. Honestly, people are doing better things and don't have time to be in these clubs and are like actually going out to like do things. A lot of people feel bad about not getting into these clubs, but like you really shouldn't, because like it just like doesn't, like, I think doesn't really make sense. But I did have good club experiences because I have met some really good people, and I think that people in general are so nice. And then like my next topic, I guess, is like people at Duke. So I did talk about in one of my other videos, people can be a little bit like self-clustering, I guess, like cliques just form naturally. Some of the people I've met at Duke and in college are just genuinely like so nice, and they're just so willing to help you. And hopefully the friends and kind of acquaintances that I have, like they can call me like a friend too, because they're just like so helpful and they're honestly so kind. Yeah, definitely made a lot of mistakes freshman year with certain going out activities.
She's literally fine. She's fine.
But honestly, who doesn't do that? And you only live once. So honestly, if I was to rate my freshman year, I feel like it'd be like a 7.5 out of 10. Honestly, like those were kind of the good old days, but back then I didn't know it. My ups are like really high, but my downs are just like so low. I definitely felt distressed about like school and like relationships. So first of all, for school, there was definitely like some hard moments, and for like my friends, I think that like you're meeting so many new people all the time, and I personally have a really bad authentic first impression of the people I'm meeting. An acquaintance who like acted kind of close to me but like weren't that close, and like I really couldn't tell who was like my friend and not my friends. But thankfully I became really close with like the friends I made from day one. I guess live your life in freshman year. I don't think there's really anything you can do about it because it's all part of the learning process, and I'm happy that I went through all these experiences, even though sometimes it was really rough. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Please sign up for the flyer below. No, I'm just kidding. Like, subscribe, whatever. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see